Welcome to Speedy Walkthroughs, where we show just the important stuff to beating the game. For first time viewers, this will look different to a normal walkthrough. It'll show just the essentials, so you don't need to spend a long time watching this video. Today we're playing The Humans, which is a puzzle game released for many systems, and this version we're going to be playing today is the Genesis version, although the walkthrough should be applicable to any version you might be playing. Before we get stuck into it, if you end up enjoying this video and finding it useful, consider subscribing to keep up to date as it helps out the channel a whole bunch. Alrighty, so if you start off the game, I'd suggest turning music on because the music is an absolute banger. You have to choose between music and sound effects. But the game starts out with this first level here, which essentially teaches you how to make human ladders. So if you want to go through this level here, what you need to do is get your humans to this right side of the screen and hold the up button to make a ladder. And you'll eventually stack the humans all on top of each other, and you'll get ladders made out of all those humans here. So yeah, bring the humans across just like that. And once again, you'll make a lovely ladder, and then you can get that last human to go on top and grab the spear, just like so. You get a little movie here as well, which is always a lot of fun. Now that you have this spear, you got a few options. So the first option in the pause menu allows you to throw the spear, and the second option allows you to jump with the spear. So you need to bring the spear down there, and then jump across the gap with the human there, just to get yourself across the little gaps, just like so. And then you just go on that little red platform to finish the level there. You just have to stand on the red platform for a bit. Now here we have to throw the spear back to the humans, so we need to make like a little chain of humans throwing the spear back and forth. Can be a little bit tedious to do this, but you do get the hang of it after a little while. And you essentially just need to make a human ladder to get through this section here, and you need 3 humans there to make it to the end. Usually in this footage I'll be bringing the minimum number of humans needed, and in most cases you just tend to need all the humans you can possibly get across the gap, so just be aware of that. Throw the spear back across for these humans and bring them across in like a little chain there. You need to make a little human ladder there, but you only need a couple humans just to finish this level. I got the bonus human there, which just adds another human to your tribe, and you will lose humans from your tribe if any of them die, so just be conscious of that. I threw the spear back down there, and we can basically do this. It's a little bit quicker to do this way with the spear rather than doing like the pass the parcel method, because otherwise you have to do several throws back and forth. This way it's just one big throw at the end. And you do need all your humans to get across this little bit here, so take all your humans that way. And then make your way across here. And we need to make a little human ladder out of this. So making the human ladder there, we can bring it up and save that dude. And that's the level complete. Alright, next just grab this spear, bring it across here. You gotta be careful of the dinosaur there. So once you got all your humans across there, you want to throw the spear at the dinosaur and the dinosaur will die. Then spear across to this little bird thing, and we're about to get the torch here. So every time I'm going across to the bird, I'm just throwing the spear back so my next human can grab the spear again. And then on the very last one, I should have enough humans to grab the torch now that we've made that human ladder. There we go. Alright, coming back in. So make your human ladder there, put your human on the switch. You're going to have to leave that human on the switch and bring the torch back with you. So now that you got the torch back, you can burn that tree and let that dude throw the spear at you. You got to be very careful that he doesn't hit you with the spear. Really important. You'll lose a human if he does hit you, but if you can get him to not hit you, you also get a spear out of it. So it's really, really helpful if you can get him to throw the spear and miss. Generally, by climbing down a ladder, you can get him to miss, or by being on lower ground, you can get him to miss. Alright, so essentially we're about to start making a human ladder down the bottom, but we just got to go up here and grab this extra human, which will help us make the human ladder. Then we bring all of our humans down here and start making the human ladder down the bottom. Also, the ladder climbing animation takes a long time, so I use that as a good time to swap from one human to another, just so I don't have to watch that whole thing and I can start moving with the next human while I'm waiting. And there we go. Alright, next up we're going to make this human ladder and make our way across to the bird there. Throw it across the bush to get to this guy. And this guy can start taking down the dinosaur by throwing spears at it. So 1, 2, and then 3. Alright, jump across the gap there. And you want to start climbing up here. Grab the torch, bring it down. Let those guys burn the tree. Now whenever you're burning a tree with the torch, be really sure that there's no other humans standing next to it. And to burn the tree, it's just that third option in the menu there for you. Alright, climbing up here, you want to let that guy throw the spear, release your other human dude, and we just need to make a ladder to get up to this bird essentially, which is pretty quick, and that's quite a quick level when you do it that way. Alright, moving on. So we got to throw the spear back over. We got to bring this dude over to the left there. And then we can spear across, throw the torch across so that we can burn the tree, and bring the torch down so we can burn that other tree. We want to kill the dinosaur and then just make our way across the gap there. Alright, moving on. So we got the spear there. So just kill the dinosaur with it, and then you can throw the spear down for the next human. Just grab that across the gap and drop the torch. So we're going to start making a human ladder there. So we want to bring all of our humans up. So you're going to have to throw the spear back to the next human each time you use it, and just sort of use that back and forth method to get your humans up here. And we've discovered the wheel. So the wheel is an interesting item. You can essentially just ride it, and if you ever want to put it off a ledge, you just roll up to the ledge and let go of the D-pad and then hit the B button. So now that we got the wheel in here, we want to ride it onto the switch, and that'll open up the switch for us. You can use the ladders to dodge the dinosaurs a little bit, but bring the torch down here, and then we're going to need to make a human ladder to get up across there. So there we go, and you're on the switch. Alright, next up, we got to go up here, save that human there, and then make our way across here. If you press that switch, you will lower the barrier and make your way through. Alright, throwing the torch down there, and then burning the bush with that, burning the other bush, and then we're going to make our way across. The goal of this level is to kill the dinosaurs, so as you get each spear, throw them into the dinosaurs, and then it should just be that last spear there to kill the last dinosaur, and you're done. Alright, up here, so coming across, we want to make a little human ladder and bring the torch over to burn that bush. We want to burn the other bush and throw the spear over so that people can get across. And once you got all your humans across, just use that human ladder to get up. And then we're going to need to make another human ladder up here. So bring all your humans up to this little section and then just make up your human ladder. Make sure you bring your spear with you because you'll need to kill the dinosaur, and when you kill your dinosaur you win. Alright, so spear across the gap, throw it across for the other person. Keep doing that, do a little chain of people to get back up here. And then we want to go up and get that torch. So bring the people up. Also, with that dude who throws the spear at you, never leave a spear in his path, otherwise he'll pick it up and throw it again at you. We need to bring the torch across here and enough humans to make a little ladder, so we need to bring that last human up with us. And burn the bush and save the dude. Alright, next level we got here. So bring the wheel down, make a human ladder to stand on there, bring the wheel across. And then we can make another human ladder and sort of just gradually make our way across here. Alright, once you get on the switch, you're done. Okay, bring the wheel across. Now with that spear, you'll want to throw it down so the other humans can access it, as well as the torch. So we'll make sure we bring the torch across with us, and then just chain the humans across the gap here with the spear. Burn that bush, and then we just need to make a little human ladder. And there we go. Alright, bring the wheel across. You'll just need a bit of a run up to achieve that. We want a human ladder onto there. Grab the spear to get across the gaps, and burn the bush there. Now that's going to lower the barrier there, so you just need to bring a torch across and get the dinosaur. Alright, next up we got a whole bunch of wheels. This level you can cheese pretty well, just jump over the barrier and you get it. It's pretty easy to do that jump. Well, it'll take you a few tries, but it's much easier than doing the level normally. Alright, so bringing it across here, you just want to grab the torch. Make sure you throw that torch up there. And we want to bring this dude across and burn the bush. So, stand on the little switch there. You need 2 people to put that switch down. Now that you've got 2 people putting that switch down, you can just get to the end of the level. Alright, next up, spear across, throw it back. Throw the spear down. And then we can get these people across the gap. with all the people across the gap, you can just go up here with that bush burn the next one. And we want to make a ladder up to that rope. Now the rope is a very good item, so essentially you can let the rope down from a ledge and then humans can climb up it. So rather than needing a human ladder, you can actually just use the rope to do that. So an example of how the rope might be used is just in this level, letting the rope down, you can have all the humans climb back up using the rope just like that. Very useful item indeed. And then you can let the rope down. So essentially, if you use a human ladder to get up somewhere, you can like disassemble that human ladder and use the rope to get up instead. And it saves you wasting a whole bunch of humans just making ladders. Let all the humans down with a rope like that, and then let them make the ladder up to that bit. And then we just stand on the switch. Alright, next up, we need to make a little ladder here. We got a witch doctor there. So what the witch doctor does is it can turn humans into any objects you want. Just make a rope and a spear. And spear the dinosaur there. Rope up there so you don't need a human making the ladder, and rope down to grab the extra human there. You want to bring it across, bring the rope up here. Now with the rope here, just make sure that comes across with you. And then you can let it down to actually get the witch doctor back up with you as well, and put the witch doctor back down onto the switch there. That'll be good because you need like heaps of humans left still. Alright, make a little human ladder to get up here. And keep throwing the spear back when you jump onto this little bit. Grab the torch, burn the bush. Throw the torch back, that's really important. Stand on the switch. Grab the rope. And you can bring this torch dude up there. So you will need sort of like a human ladder situation going on. Don't build it too close. I think, yeah, you got to disassemble the human ladder before you burn the bush. Really important you disassemble the ladder, otherwise the ladder people are going to get burned when you burn the bush. Alright, going up here just to grab the spear. And we can sort of climb this little section here, getting the dinosaur. And we can kill the dinosaur now. You throw the torch back up here, and throw the torch up with this dude. So we sort of lost a couple humans over near that dinosaur area, but that's fine. We're just going to bring the humans up here. And disassemble the ladder, but then burn the bush and go through. Alright, next up, we're just going to make our way down this ladder, fall onto the bird. Fun fact, you won't take full damage if you land on one of the pterodactyl bird things, so that's always a very safe thing to do. And we just want to save this dude and we're done. Alright, going up here, just grab the torch with a human ladder. And if we make our way back down, we got another ladder here. You can burn that bush, grab the spear, and get the dino with the spear. Use the ladder to sort of weave around the dino and not get got by it. And then we swap back to this dude who lets the other guy up with a rope after killing the dinosaur. I guess you don't necessarily need to kill the dinosaur, but it helps. Alright, and back up, we just need to make a big human ladder to get to this guy. And this is why you have the rope, to get all the people back. And there we go. Alright, moving down. Witch Doctor here needs to turn this guy into a rope. And then they can get a spear to make their way across. Watch out for that dude who's throwing the spear. The little ledges are a little bit lower than what the dude is, so you can often use that lower height to avoid the spear hitting you. Just be aware of that. And then rather than these guys having to spear and climb up, you can use the rope. Alright, and then just go up across with this guy. And then let them all down. The rope's really good for avoiding fall damage, so you can let people down if you need to. Now that we're up the top, you can turn that guy into the torch so that we can get across. And we will need the witch doctor to construct a ladder, so we're sort of going to like rope down and up to get the witch doctor across. It's a bit of a process. Now that everyone's up there, we can sort of just let the last person up and hit the switch. Alright, wheel across there. Wheel down the ladder. Now the wheel can sort of jump up ledges like this, although it is quite finicky, so that's how you get the person up there. And then that gets you the spear, so you can make your way back across and start bringing all your humans back. With this guy, you just want to drop the torch down so that this guy can burn the tree, hit the switch, and let you through. Alright, next one. Witch Doctor turns it into a torch. And then we need a rope as well, so we'll turn this guy into a rope. This guy can bring the torch and burn the tree. And now we need to start constructing a big ladder. So let this guy up. And bring the rope across so that you can still bring people back. And then we're done. Alright, next one. So, try and dodge the dino. Make a little ladder there to the left. And just grab the torch. So the torch can burn that, and then the other dude can start making a ladder across. And then we're done. Okay, for this bit here, jump across this little gap, and then you can sort of throw the spear back to the very start as well as the rope. With this rope, we can get this dude back up, so that's good. And then we can bring him down to kill the dino. He starts making a ladder, and with that ladder we can bring the other dude across and then start bringing everyone back up with the rope. And then use the rope to get the other dude back up. And then we can start going across, so you can use the torch to burn the tree there, and then just make a little human ladder to get the last little bit of height. Okay, moving on. We got the Witch Doctor, so bring him across. Get the spear first. The Witch Doctor can turn this dude into a rope, and you'll bring that with you, so just throw it across. With the rope, use it to let that dude up. And then jump across. And now that we got the rope, we can get the Witch Doctor back up, and now the Witch Doctor can turn the other guy into a torch, which we'll need. So when you save that dude, just throw the rope back. It's important not to do all the Witch Doctor transformations too early as well, because sometimes you need people for like ladders and stuff, not realizing you need that many. So if you don't need an item yet, don't turn a person into an item yet. Alright, so we're going to turn that person into a spear and make our way up. And then just throw the spear back across. And we grab a little rope there, so you just throw it back across the gap. And then you can let people up through that little bit there. It's a little bit quicker than getting them up the other way. Make a little human ladder, pull them up with the rope, and then make another little human ladder there to get to the ending bit. Alright, spear across the gap, just keep throwing it back. And then climb that little section there. You can throw the torch across, so we're getting ready to burn the tree there. Watch out for that dude who's going to throw a spear at you. The Witch Doctor can turn this guy into a rope, which is going to help. With said rope, we can bring it back there. And then just let it down for these guys. So they'll be able to get up and they'll help you make a ladder. Really, you don't really need many of them. You just need enough to make a rope there and then let it down to the end of the level. Alright, we got a wheel for this level, so you just jump back across the gap once you brought that wheel across. Get the torch, throw it across. And then we can burn the tree there. And make sure you bring the torch back across with you, because we'll still need it. Burn the tree there, make sure the other dude's out of the way first. Alright, next one, we just want to spear across to the bird. And then burn down that tree there. And then when we make a human ladder here, we can make it across. Alright, let that guy down. You can then grab the rope up. These guys are down here. You can actually make like a little ladder to grab the torch there. So grab that and then rope back up. With the torch, you can burn that bit down and then just spear across the gap. You're then going to need to make a human ladder to get up to that ending switch. Alright, with that, you just want to wheel across the gap there, drop the torch. And just human ladder up to there, really. Not much to it. At this point, I have enough in my tribe, so I'm not going to bother getting any extra people. For this one, you just throw the rope across, save the dude, rope him back up. And then we really need to start constructing a human ladder here to get to the little dinosaur dude. So just go about doing that. And that's done. Alright, next we need to make a human ladder to get up here, go across, let the dude throw a spear, and now we got a spear. Just jump across that little bit there to hit the switch. And we want to grab the torch and just burn all the trees. Now that we've got the spear, jump the gap and you're done. Alright, jump across a couple gaps there. And so we can throw the torch down there. It's a little bit finicky to grab it, but you just need to like daisy chain the torch back, throw it across, but then you want to grab the spear back and jump your way across there. We can burn down the tree, and then with this dude, just jump across to the bird. Make sure you bring a torch with you, because you will need to burn down that tree there, and then step on the switch. It's a bit of a tricky one, that one. Alright, jumping across. So we just need to watch this dinosaur. Make sure you go up the ladder, because if you're on the ladder, the dinosaur can't hurt you. So you just follow it as close as possible and then get up the ladder to avoid it. Alright, climbing the ladder there. And we'll rope down to this guy. And then we're going to be prepared to make a human ladder up to this thing here. There we go. Alright, with this one here, you want to make a little ladder to get up to the switch first, then bring everyone back down once you're done. With the witch doctor, you can make a torch. And then we have a rope from up there, so we'll just climb up with the people now. Make sure you're bringing that torch with you. Now you can see I've lured the guy to throw the spear there. Rope down to this dude. Grab him. Then we can throw the rope across. And really we just need one more person over so that we can hit that switch. Alright, dropping the torch through there. The drop lines up really nice so that it drops just in front of the tree there. So it's very useful. And deconstruct your ladder so that he doesn't get hurt. And then we get the idol. Alright. Grab the little torch there. Throw it across. And you just want to burn the tree there. Make sure you bring the torch across with you still though, because there's another tree to burn a little bit later. Just throwing that back. And try and be getting the torch across to this new guy. It's probably a good idea to burn the tree before you bring any other guys across, just so they don't get burnt in the process. And there we go. Alright, next. Turn that dude into a torch. And we're just going to have to bring it across with us. So you want one guy standing on that switch. That guy can be the witch doctor. Make sure you get that spear first before you put the witch doctor up there. Alright, just drop the little torch down. And then we're pretty much done. So you can throw this at the dino. And then you're done. Alright, making a little human ladder to get up to that spear there. Now, the mechanics in this level are a little bit weird. So you do this extra big throw to get the torch up there. Now, to get that big throw, you need to press the button to throw it and then hold right on the D-pad and his arm will come out. So yeah, just for full context on what that'll look like, it looks a bit like this. So the arm comes out and you get a much higher throw than normal. As far as I know, you have to do that to beat this level. But anyway, after the big throw, you sort of just do this. So you come across, bring the torch back there. And keep in mind that high throw as well, because it comes in useful in future levels too. Alright, with the rope, you can actually bring people back. So they'll make it back up there. Then just drop that rope down. And again. Let that guy throw a spear at you, but then make yourself the human ladder and you should make your way to the end. Alright, next one. Let the guy throw the spear. Jump up there, drop it down to these guys so they can get back across. You won't be able to throw it across that gap, so you will need to drop it across the gap. Witch doctor this guy into a rope. And then bring these two down. You can rope down to that bit and then just human ladder up to the end. Alright, next up, throw the spear back so that guy can get across. Again, throw the spear back now that you killed the dinosaur. You can get the little torch there, throw it back so that you got it, and then drop it down to near the tree. And then just keep jumping across the gap with these people. And then you got the dude. Alright, so spearing across the gap there. And then you can just ladder up to these. Leave a dude up there. And then you want to bring this guy down so that you hit the switch. With the dude up there, he can just walk on to the end of the level. And then you're done. Alright, so spear across the gap there. And then go up to this dino here. Use the ladder to avoid him. Burn the tree. Deconstruct the ladder so you don't get hit with the spear. But then make your way back across. And then just keep throwing the spear back down to these guys. If you can't make that throw, you can do this spear transfer in a few different segments. But that's the cleanest way to do it. Alright, with these dinos, just hit those. And then the goal is to kill both dinos, so we will need to make our way to both. Now that we got the rope, we can sort of come down and bring these guys back up. But yeah, for some reason you can only rope from the left-hand side of that platform there. Grab the spear, and then just make your way back up here. With the spear, you should be able to spear these dinos, and then you're done. Alright, onto here. So grab the little spear and make your way across. You can then go up here and drop the rope down so that now you've got it. With the rope there, grab that guy. And then just make your way across to the left. And grab the torch. So now that we got the torch, we can just bring that up towards here. Just make sure you bring everything with you as you go. And then burn the tree. Make your way back up here and you can make a little human ladder at the end just to get to that last little bit. Alright, witch doctored that guy into a rope. And let it down. You can spear across that gap and then you can actually just let everyone down with the rope here. It's a pretty quick level when you do it like that. Alright, with this dude, bring the wheel across. Ladder up to the spear. With the spear, we can now just throw that across to let our other guy back. And then we can sort of kill the dino there and stand on the switch. Sorry, not standing on the switch quite yet. We got to kill the dino there with another spear. Then get people across to the switch. Now, the switch actually takes 2 people to stand on it. So that's why we couldn't have stood on the switch earlier. Kill the dino finally, and then we get across to the end of the level. Alright, so bring the people down through the ladder there, make a little ladder up to the rope. Now that we've got the rope, we can ladder up to this bit. And bring them all up the rope. And then ladder up to this bit to grab the torch. Lots of ladders in this level. So then ladder up to this bit, leave somebody on the switch. That one just takes 1 person, unlike the previous level. Burn the tree, and then just human ladder up to everything else you need. Alright, we'll human ladder up to this little bit here and then we're done. Alright, climbing up here. Drop the rope down so these guys have it, and then if you let him down next to the dinosaur, that's the level done. If you're ever walking in the dinosaur and you're sort of in its hitbox, you're safe, because when it turns around, its head will turn straight past you, so it won't actually eat you. It's kind of a little cool strategy to avoid damage. Alright, drop the torch down to this dude, because he'll need it. Let him down to burn the tree. And climb back up. Alright, so we need a spear, so just bring that spear back across. Drop it down so this guy has it, and then you're done. Alright, going up a little there to hit the switch. Let that dude throw the spear at you, but maybe go down the ladder so the spear doesn't hit you. Use that spear to get across to the other spear. So we can make our way across here now. Bring the torch up to burn the tree and then just keep going across. And spear across this little bit here. Actually, dealing with this little bit, getting the spear back is kind of hard, so just be aware you don't want to throw the spear into the path of the dude who can then grab it. Burn the tree and you got the idol. Alright, next up. This one is very precise, so you got to get a spear and a rope. Let these guys down. For the rope dude, drop the rope, then spear across. Do the same thing. So let the guys down the rope, drop the rope. So that dude will be stuck up there now. Spear across here. And then across here. And now we need a torch. So you don't want a torch till the very end, but now that we got the witch doctor, he can turn that dude into a torch. And then go and burn the tree. Very precise level, that one. No room, no wiggle room with the number of humans you have at all. Alrighty. Here, just climb up there. Grab that. There's a cheeky little trick you can do to avoid ever needing a torch in this level. You just jump over the tree. It's so stupid, but it works. Alright, so now that you've jumped over the tree, just jump through there. And get the dino. Alright, with this bit here, you want to witch doctor that guy so he turns into a rope. Use that strategy that I talked about before where you press the throw button and then you hold right so that his arm arcs out to get a really high throw. Same thing there. Throw the torch across. Save this dude. Throw the spear back. Human ladder up. Now that dude who's making the human ladder can stay up there to stand on the switch. And then get that dino. Alright. Throw a spear across. Bring these people across so that you can grab the rope. And grab the rope from up there. Alright, grab the spear from up there as well. And then rope everyone down. Rope down to the dino. Alright, try and kill the dino because you'll need to get that other dude back past the dino. So there you go. Throw the torch back across. And then let these guys start constructing a human ladder while you bring everyone else back up with the spears. And there we go. Okay, climbing up the human ladder. Alright, so grab that spear from up there. Now that we've got that, you can throw it to this dude. Now we want to make a human ladder on the right hand side here to grab the rope there. Now that we got that, just bring everyone down. And then jump across there. Alright, bring the torch across this section here. And then just bring it across to the bush there, which we'll need to burn. You can leave torch dude on the switch, which will be good. And then make yourself a little human ladder up here to get up. And then we got the switch. Alright, next level. Go down, grab this rope, throw it up. So if you bring the people through here, just drop them all down and make your ladder up there. You can rope everyone back up and then just make human ladders to get up all across here. Go up to the spear and then go up to the switch, leave one person up there, but then rope it back down. So with the rope there, you can let people go down the rope, drop it down, and then let people go down that rope. You have to let the rope dude down with a human ladder. That's like the tricky thing about this level. So you're like letting everyone up with the rope and then letting the rope dude down. It's really weird, but that's how you do it. All right, now that we're through here, just rope everyone back up and then down to that spear. Just let a couple people down here so they can do what they need to. Spear across, throw the spear to that dude so he can get across. All right, now spear across this gap and let the people up. You can do that big spear throw there to get these guys across. And then you can do that sort of big arching arm throw with the rope to get those guys across. And then you're done. Alright, with that, you want to head up here, make a human ladder to get that spear. Throw the spear across so these guys can get back. Get that dude down. Alright, and then get the rope. So with that rope, you just want to jump back across. You may want to grab that spear while you're there. I didn't need to because I'll be able to get the spear from this guy. Rope these guys back up. Let that guy throw his spear. And then just hit that red switch and you're done. Alright, next we want to go here, rope this guy, and then just make your way up through the little bit there. Grab that spear. Now, the goal of this level is to kill the two dinos, but you got to be really careful in which way you do it. So let these guys back across and start making yourself a human ladder up to this dino, and then you want to kill the top one first, so deal with that. You should have one spear left at this point, so let two people come across. Now the thing is, once you're on that spear platform, you can't get off. So that's why you had to get that spear last, because otherwise you can't make the human ladder that you need to at the top. Let this dude stand on the right hand side of that ladder, grab the rope, let people down, make another human ladder to get back up here. Let people up. Jump on the birds there. And then just across with the birds there. Let other people up with the rope. And you should bring a dude with a spear over here to get the torch and just chain the torch back. Burn the thing and then you're done. Alright, into this next level. So you want to drop the spear down. So get three people up here. And get the rope up so that these guys can reach the switch. Once you got one guy up on the switch, you're pretty much done. So the guy up on the switch can be the dude who was holding the rope. That's fine. And then just let these guys up. Alright. Next one here, you just want a human ladder up the little gap there. Let that dude throw his spear down. You should be able to get it. Alright, rope those guys up. And then you can actually human ladder up to the bird and then rope everyone back down from the right hand side here. You'll notice I never needed to destroy that bush either. So then you can human ladder up the top there on the bird and then you can just jump across. A little bit of a cheeky strategy here. You want to turn this dude into the rope there. So then with the rope you can let other people up, make a human ladder and let everyone up. Now that you got everyone up, you can turn the dude into a torch so that you can actually burn that tree. Then bring everyone down. Rope down through here. Alright, with that you want to rope down to the little dino. Spear him. And then make another spear. Spear him again. And then you want to put the witch doctor up onto the switch and walk across so you get the idol. Alrighty, next level. Alright, so go up here. You want to throw the rope with that big throw that you can do. And then let the dude who threw the rope back up. You then want to let everyone down here and then human ladder them up again so they can grab the wheel, ride that across, throw the spear back, or rope everyone down from the right hand side, just like that. You want to start making a human ladder here. So you want to get two more people up there so that way you can stand on the switch, let everyone down and spear across the gap. Next level. Alright, so you got to go down here to grab a torch. With that torch, you just throw it back up. And then bring it back across so that we can burn the tree and get the other dude. Now we're going to start human laddering up to that rope there. When we got the rope, You just want a rope so that we can let this dude back up who threw us the torch. And then we want to just start constructing a ladder up to the end of the level here. There we go. Alright, next up. So climb up here to grab the rope. Drop the rope down. You can strategically time how you're falling off the rope with that dino. Make sure you don't get eaten. Go down to the left. Now we want to let that dude back up. Now you can do a really cheeky rope throw back up there so that we can get past the dino using the rope either side. With that, you just want to climb up the ladder, free the dude, and then you want to rope down from the right hand side and then free the other dude, and then you're done. Alright, now this level here is really quite cheeky. So the only way that I know how to do this level is by cheesing it and jumping behind the bush tree thing there. So I don't know if there's a way that you can do that. There wasn't enough people for me to ladder it, but you just sort of ladder up behind the tree and you never have to burn it down. And we're up to the very last level here. So bring the rope down, grab the torch, and then just burn that tree. Make sure you move everyone out of the way. There's a lot of like false ends in the level here. So there's like an idol and a lizard. None of those actually end the level. So then just jump up here. The end of the level is the top right there. It's the little red switch. So yeah, climb up there and then hit the switch and then climb up here and then hit the switch and you're done. And that's all 80 levels. It's absolutely a huge, huge game. But you get this cool little ending cutscene for finishing it off. So hopefully you found this useful, and that's going to be all. Thanks so much for watching.